on bright stars, no perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from the lips were steaming.
A big High Point Wildcat welcome to all parents, faculty, family, and friends. As we travel down life's highway, we are given the opportunity to experience great and wonderful things. Today, our high school graduation is one of them. We come today with mixed emotions, those of excitement, anticipation, happiness, and sadness. Excitement and anticipation as we think about what the future holds for each one of us. Sadness as we realize that to go forward on life's highway, we must leave these familiar High Point hallways. In growing we have shared, and learning we have found friendship. With pride, we will graduate today and disembark on a new adventure into the unknown world. Thank you.
Board of Education members, Dr. Andrews, Dr. Miller, faculty, parents, guests, and especially fellow classmates, good morning. 4 years ago, we were brought together from 3 different sending districts, and today we stand before you graduating in unity, wearing our caps and gowns of scarlet and silver, representing 4 years of dedication and hard work. Through this excitement, we must realize that we are in our final hour as a class. Once we leave the security of our school, we are faced with an uncertain future. So together, as a class, we not only feel happy and excited, but we also feel afraid. Afraid to enter a universe that still fails to see that all men and women are created equal. Afraid to enter a world that actually labels the youth of today as a generation of slackers. Most of all, afraid to enter society that does not realize the importance of a young life until it is lost. However, as a part of the class of 1995, I am confident that we will be the class to survive and to make a difference in such a society. Whether we graduated from the top, the middle, or anywhere else in the class, each and every one of us has a mind, body, and soul that will take us to unmeasurable lengths and achieve unattainable goals. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Do not listen to the critics and what they say, because in the end, you are the one that has to deal with the repercussions of your actions. We are the ones that have the power to rise and fall, gain or lose, succeed or fail. We are the individuals that have to make the choices that will decide our destiny. No one else can do this for us. It is our choice, our action, our decision. Together, we must remember that no matter what the people may tell us, each and every one of us has the potential for great success. Yes, it is true that this is the end of a part of our lives. However, it is also a chance for a new beginning. The class of 1995 is now the embodiment of an era at large. As we are about to venture into an unknown world, let me leave you with one last thought. We must always remember we can reach as high as we want for the stars, but we must never, never take our feet off the ground. Thank you.
Mr. Luna, class advisors, parents, families, and friends of the class of 1995. This too shall pass. It is indeed my pleasure this morning as principal of High Point Regional High School to present scholarships to members of the graduating class. Before I do so, however, I would like to tell you about some of their accomplishments. As the class entered the field this morning, they were led by the president of the Student Council, Elizabeth Joust, the president of the senior class, Jonathan Talamy, and the co-valedictorians of the class, Brianne Smith and Andrew Kaiser. 25 members of the class wear around their neck the gold cord that distinguishes their membership in the National Honor Society. They are Nicole Adesso, Melissa Birnbaum, Allison Breach, Jeffrey Buchholz, Victoria Burse, Amelia Kastner, Kevin Cleary, Kimberly Delmont, Elizabeth Demarest, Christopher Dexter, Sarah Dykstra, Tara Holland, Alexandra Iwanow, Andrew Kaiser, Derek Ludwig, Rebecca May, John McDonald, Jacqueline Meehan, Kristen Powis, Patricia Salemi, Brianne Smith, Kimberly Smith, Leah Swanson, Rebecca Vanderhyde, and Nancy Von Thun. On Thursday evening at the Senior Awards program, many of the students received awards of distinction for their accomplishments. These awards are listed in detail on the insert of your commencement program, but I would like to highlight the Departmental and Outstanding Achievement Awards this morning. Each department in the school is given an opportunity to select for recognition the one graduating senior who has been an exemplary student for 4 years. Those students so honored include, in art, Michael Apgar; in business, Chrysula Tassopoulos; in English, Allison Breach; foreign language, Patrick Rawson; home economics, Terry Outer; industrial technology, Donald Schorger; mathematics, Andrew Kaiser; music, Theodore Tetlow; physical education, Kimberly Warwick; science, Andrew Kaiser; and social studies, Nancy Von Thun. Outstanding Achievement Awards are presented annually to those students who have recorded major achievements or made contributions that surpass those of all other students. Kimberly Delmont and Mark Lockburner were so honored as the outstanding athletes. Andrew Kaiser and Brianne Smith as the class of 1995 valedictorians. Margaret Gubernard as the recipient of the Student Council Citizenship Award, and Margaret Gubernard and Ryan Veltri as recipients of the Superintendent's Cup. All of the members of the class of 1995 deserve our applause for their individual and collective accomplishments. Would you join with me now in a salute to all of them? Before they are seated, I did omit Christine Ockham's name as a member of the National Honor Society, and I'd like for her to stand as well. Thank you. It is now my privilege to present those scholarships which have been provided for through the generosity of local organizations and families. A quick look at the program will reveal to you that over $37,000 has been provided for the members of the class of 1995. This is a real tribute to those of you in the audience who are involved in the process. For your efforts in raising the money to make this possible, please accept my personal thanks and my commendations for your commitment to helping our students achieve the highest level of education they can. I would ask that you hold your applause until all scholarship winners have been announced. American Legion Post number 213, Sussex, is providing a $1,000 scholarship today to a student from the Sussex Wantage area. The recipient is Sue DeYoung. The Bank of New York provides a scholarship each year in the amount of $250. It is presented for outstanding academic achievement to a recent student who transferred to High Point less than 18 months ago, Rebecca Vanderhyde. The Sussex Wantage Education Association annually presents a scholarship in memory of Betty Ball, who was a teacher in their district. It is in the amount of $750, and they are pleased to present it today to Kimberly Warwick. The Donadio family provides an annual scholarship in memory of their son and brother, Brad, who graduated from High Point in 1981. It is in the amount of $1,000 and is presented to Melanie Snook. The Branchville Board of Education presents a scholarship each year to an outstanding student from the town of Branchville. It is in the amount of $500 and is presented today to Juliet Keeler. The Branchville Businessmen's Association participates in our scholarship program annually, and the members have selected Kathleen McNamara as the recipient of their $500 scholarship this year. Joining our scholarship program for the first time is the Branchville Frankfurt Lafayette Wrestling Club. Presented to an outstanding wrestler from one of those districts, $500 is today being awarded to Mark Lockburner. The Branchville Rotary Club yearly selects an outstanding student from their membership area and presents a $1,000 scholarship to that person. Their selection this year is Derek Ludwig. The class of 1980, who as a group sat before their families and friends on this same field 15 years ago, has generously donated funds for a scholarship this year. It is in the amount of $250 and is given to Kathleen McNamara. Dunn's Bus Service contributes 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each to graduates of High Point, and they are pleased to announce that Michael Apgar and Corin Sanders are the recipients. The Frankfurt Plains Methodist Church annually presents a scholarship in memory of Edgar Philby. It is presented to a senior who will be attending a Christian college, and $300 is presented today to Kevin Matakata. The Holbert family remembers Florence Holbert and her devotion to the arts and the theater each year by presenting a $250 scholarship. It is given today to Elizabeth Lane. The Francis Courtwright Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is provided annually by the Sussex Women's Club. Their selection as recipient this year is Allison Breach. The Frankfurt Township Education Association recognizes a student who is a graduate of the Frankfurt Township School and following that an exemplary student at High Point. Their $500 scholarship is presented to Kimberly Deacon. The Frankfurt Township Parent-Teacher Organization also recognizes 2 students who are graduates of their school and who have outstanding school records at High Point. Receiving $300 each this morning are Kimberly Delmont and Derek Ludwig. The Frankfurt Township Student Council also presents $175 to a student from the Frankfurt Township School who has contributed positively to the overall school community at High Point. The winner today is Margaret Gubernard. Franklin Mutual Insurance Company has very generously participated in our scholarship program for a number of years. They provide 2 scholarships in the amount of $2,000, payable in installments of $500 each for 4 years. The class of 1995 recipients are Andrew Kaiser and Nancy Von Thun. Haven's Bus Service annually provides a scholarship for a graduating senior who will major in mathematics in college. Their $400 scholarship is presented to Kimberly Delmont. The Herbert J. and Geneva S. Hall Scholarship is awarded today for the first time at High Point. It is in the amount of $1,200 and is presented to Breanne Smith to further her college education in pursuit of a career in conservation. The High Point administrators provide a book scholarship every year in the amount of $500. It is presented to a student who excels academically and is an overall good citizen. The recipient is Jennifer Porter. The High Point Education Association provides a $1,000 scholarship to a student who will pursue a career in education, and they are delighted to award it today to Peter Tamillo. Given by an anonymous donor, the High Point Regional Scholarship is in the amount of $600, $150 each of the first 4 semesters of college. Receiving that scholarship today is Ryan Veltri. The Houston family joins with us this year in presenting a scholarship to a female athlete who has been a member of the track team competing in field events. The throwing scholarship is for $750 and is awarded to Melanie Snook. The family of Jeffrey Eby, a member of the class of 1981 who died early in his senior year here, presents a scholarship in the amount of $500 each year in his memory. It is presented to Breanne Smith. Also joining our scholarship program this year is the Junior Women's Club of Newton. They are presenting a $200 book scholarship to Breanne Smith. On the day before his graduation in 1988, Kevin Clark was tragically killed in an automobile accident. His family also helps us to remember him each year by honoring a graduating senior with a scholarship. It is in the amount of $300 and is awarded to David Dreyfus. The members of the Kinney family provide a scholarship each year in memory of deceased family members. It is in the amount of $250 and is given today to Ryan Veltri. 2 students have been selected this year as the recipients of $1,000 scholarships presented by the Kiwanis Club of Sussex. They are Christine Ockema and Melissa Birnbaum. The Lafayette Township Parent-Teacher Organization recognizes students who are graduates of the Lafayette School today by providing 4 scholarships in the amount of $300. They are given to Kevin Cleary, Rebecca May, Matthew Millett, and Leah Swanson. A $900 scholarship is being presented by Lakeland State Bank. It recognizes academic excellence and is awarded to Jeffrey Buchholz. Through the generosity of the Maltese family, owners of Lorenzo's Pizzeria in Sussex, 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each are presented this year. The winners are Elizabeth Demarest and Leah Swanson. The Maria Grandi Memorial Scholarship is new this year. It has been established by Mrs. Carol Listarza, a member of our staff, and her family in memory of her mother who recently passed away. It is in the amount of $500, and they are pleased to present the first award to Jonathan Tallamy. The family of Marty Mesger keep his memory alive each year with a memorial scholarship in the amount of $250. Marty was a member of the High Point class of 1988, and the family has selected Lori Swanson as the 1995 recipient. The Northern Chapter number 38, Order of the Eastern Star, joins with us and presents a $225 scholarship this year to Danielle Augustin. Just last week at a special ceremony held at Skylands Park, the Northern New Jersey orthopedic specialists presented $1,500 to each of 3 schools in the area to be used for scholarship purposes. We have selected 3 students who have been outstanding scholars and athletes, and they will each receive $500. They are Kevin Cleary, Christopher Dexter, and Kristen Pallas. The life of Sean E. Lott, a graduate of High Point in 1992, was also tragically and prematurely ended. His family joins with us for the first time today in presenting a memorial scholarship in the amount of $500 to Michael Goss. As a longtime friend and supporter of High Point Regional High School, Selective Insurance Company annually provides a $1,000 scholarship to a top academic student whose parent is employed there. $1,000 is presented today to Nicole Adesso. In recognizing outstanding talent in the area of music and theater, the Sussex County High Point Harmonizers select a student each year who has been active in those programs here at High Point. Aaron Zeman will receive their $300 scholarship. The Sussex County State Bank recognizes academic and athletic talent on a regular basis at several local high schools during the year. At the conclusion of each year, 1 student from each school is selected to receive a $500 scholarship. The 1995 winner from High Point is Derek Ludwig. Amerigo Balzano and Elizabeth Barrett have been selected to receive the Sussex Wantage Parent-Teacher Organization scholarships of $500 each. They both attended elementary school in Sussex Wantage and have continued as exceptional students at High Point. 3 $500 scholarships are being presented by the Sussex Women's Club today, and they are pleased to announce the selection of the following young women from the Sussex Wantage area: Megan Andrew, Rebecca Caffrey, and Sue DeYoung. Teresa Badaforano graduated from High Point in 1979, but succumbed to a battle with cancer less than a year after her graduation. We also pause to remember her each year at our Spring Sports Awards program and at our graduation ceremony when we present a scholarship in her memory. $450 is presented today to Jonathan Tallamy. Tim Falvey, a graduate of High Point in 1980, also succumbed to a long battle with cancer several years after he graduated. His memory is kept alive each year when a scholarship is presented by his family and friends. It is in the amount of $600 and is presented today to Stephen Lenz. New to our scholarship program this year, the firm of Vandal, Hoover and Fountain is providing $500 to a graduating senior. They have selected as the first recipient Shannon Case. Vanessa Cady graduated from High Point in 1987. As a student here, she was extremely active in our music and theater programs as well as in literary pursuits. While in college and studying abroad, she was killed in a freak accident. Her memory also lives on in the form of a scholarship, and $250 is presented by her family to Elizabeth Barrett. The Wallkill Valley Rotary annually selects a student who ranks in the top 10 in the class academically and who has made positive contributions to the overall school program. The recipient of their $1,000 scholarship is Nancy Von Thun. Wantage Excavating Company presents 2 scholarships today, each in the amount of $250. Those named to receive them are Sarah Dykstra and Jonathan Tallamy. The members of the Wildcat Booster Club lend their support to the athletes of High Point Regional in many ways during the course of the year. They also contribute generously to our scholarship program and recognize today 5 students who will each receive $500. They are Kimberly Delmont, Derek Ludwig, Jacqueline Meehan, Brian Nelson, and Jonathan Tallamy. An additional scholarship is being presented that is not listed in your program. On Thursday afternoon, we were informed that one of our students has been selected to receive the 1995 Robert C. Byrd Honors Scholarship. She will receive $1,500 a year for 4 years of college, a total of $6,000. The recipient is Breanne Smith. I would also like to call your attention to those scholarships that were presented prior to today's program. They include 2 Branchville American Legion scholarships in the amount of $250 each to Lori Swanson and Leah Swanson. The Dover Business College scholarships in the amount of $500 each to Melissa Russell and Michelle Russell. The High Point Department Supervisor's Scholarship of $500 to Christopher Dexter. A Peters Valley Scholarship in the amount of $380 to Elizabeth Barrett. The Sussex County Agricultural Society Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Amerigo Belzano. And three full tuition scholarships to Sussex County Community College valued at $1,728 each to McGann Andrew, Melissa Birnbaum, and William Shepard. 2 Sussex County 4-H Foundation scholarships in the amount of $600 each to Rebecca May and Melanie Snook. And 2 Sussex County 4-H Teen Council scholarships in the amount of $200 to Jennifer Porter and Rebecca May. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation of scholarships being announced today. At the conclusion of commencement exercises, there will be a reception honoring scholarship donors and recipients and their families in the high school library. Would you join with me now in a round of applause for both the donors who have provided the funds and the recipients who have been honored? As I look out at the members of the class of 1995, I reflect on the many talents and gifts that they have shared with us while students at High Point. Whether on the stage, in athletic competition, in a concert or academic competition, they have reached phenomenal heights. Much of their success, however, is a direct result of the love and support that they receive from family members who are seated here today. To the parents and families, thank you for everything you have done to support your son or daughter and to make it possible for us to reap the benefits of their presence here at High Point. We hope that you too will all join us in a reception celebrating their accomplishments to be held in the school cafeteria at the conclusion of this ceremony. To the students before me, I offer these words of wisdom. You represent our future. It is your generation that has the potential to make the decisions that will determine whether we become a world engaged in conflict, or one in which all people of all religions, races, and creeds live together in peace and harmony. And so as you commence and go forward with your individual lives, in the words of a favorite song, join hands together, spread peace across the land. I see a dawn, a new beginning, that will bring us all together in the end. Freedom, peace, and love. Cherish them and cherish your human connections, your relationships with family and friends. They are clearly the most important investment you will ever make. Dr. Andrews and Mr. Luna, I now certify that the members of the class of 1995 seated here before you today have completed all of the requirements established by the High Point Regional Board of Education and the New Jersey State Department of Education, and are therefore eligible to receive their high school diploma. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and my sincere best wishes for success and happiness in the future.
Parents, friends, guests, and honored graduates. At graduation, as you've heard, we often talk of your past success and in most cases address the importance of planning for the future, whether it be new jobs or attending college, and clearly that's important. My focus for today, however, centers on the age-old cliche, take time to stop and smell the roses. In today's technological age, with access to the world through internet and CompuServe, our focus very often is to do things as quickly as possible, seeking immediate gratification. Oftentimes we become obsessed with time. Imagine what it would be like if for just one day we didn't know where our package was for every instant. Or we couldn't talk on our cellular phone as we drove down the highway, oftentimes weaving back and forth. Can you even imagine what it would happen if the fax machine didn't work for one day? Clearly those advances have some very positive benefits. However, it is very easy to fall in the trap of using them to excess. Have you ever noticed when someone asks how far it is? Very often we give them an answer in time, not miles. It takes 40 minutes or an hour rather than it's 20 or 40 miles. Of course, we know in New Jersey that depending on the traffic congestion, the time allocation really may be more accurate. We need to make certain that the focus on time doesn't consume us. What do we really mean by taking time to stop and smell the roses? As you look to the future, don't let today's opportunities and the beauty that surrounds us pass you by. You've just finished 4 years at High Point. Take the time to thank your teachers, your friends. Take the time to appreciate the good times you've enjoyed. If you're going to a new job or to college, don't wait until you have a problem or need money to call or write your parents. Take the time to let them know things are going well or that you just wanted to talk with them. Well appreciated. Stop and smell the roses means to take the time to appreciate today, its beauty, and clearly those who care about you. I would like to take this time to stop and thank you for your contributions to High Point, for making Dr. Miller's first year as principal here a real success. We've had a great year. I am proud of what you've accomplished and wish you every success for the future.
Dr. Andrews, Dr. Miller, administrators, faculty, parents, and friends, and last but not least, the graduating class of 95. As president of the school board, I'd like to represent and thank you for a well job done at High Point here. I talked to Dr. Andrews about the weather today, and he pulls off quite a few miracles. We got a couple raindrops, so I think that's an indication that I should cut this speech short. But go back to the miracles. I asked Mr. Andrews to come and play golf with me. So I'd like to have a little advice. So he says to me, if the ball goes right, it's a slice. If the ball goes left, it's a hook. If the ball goes straight, it's a miracle. It was good advice, because like today, the class of 95 is going straight. And we should thank the teachers, the administrators at High Point for a job well done. And not only the teachers, but it goes right on down the line to the secretarial staff, and also the custodians, cafeteria staff, and everybody at High Point. And I'd like to leave you with these words: to go forth, have good judgment in what you do as in your future, and also go with God, and God bless you all. So thank you.
Do you want me to stay now?
Just sit down.
Just tell me when.
Please hold your applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. Brianne Marissa Smith. Andrew John Kaiser. Kimberly Ann Deacon. Jonathan David Haggerty. Shannon Catherine Case. Christopher Carney. Lisa Marie Curlis, Sean Robert Vigiano. Amelia Marie Kastner. Garrett Douglas Presser. Jamie Marie DiMaselli. Amerigo Gabriel Antares Balzano. Rebecca Lynn May. Jason Lewis Bittiger. Shannon Renee Rafferty. Brian Thomas Marchese. Raina Edith Lambert. Please hold your applause until all graduates have received. Andrew John Magdul. Kelly Ann Bailey. Nick Abedo. Aaron Kathleen McCormick.
You just need to come over.
Elizabeth Marie Joust. Jonathan L. Talamay. Jennifer June Lucius. Timothy James Lowen. Nicole Odesso. Andrew Mohan. Michelle Denise Roby. Kevin Joseph Cleary. Wendy Ackerstrom. Michael Lee Bross. Kimberly Ann Delmont. Ryan P. Veltri. Jacqueline Ann Gardner. Mike Lawrence Novak. Danielle Marie Augustin. John Glennon. Genevieve Camille Lawler. Sanjay Patel. Andrea Lynn Pasanti. Gregory Paul Shankoff. Christine Kane McKenna.
William W. Shepard. Kimberly Ann Freiner. Aaron Christopher Zeman. Carmen M. Vega. Stephen Kevin D'Alessio Jr. Rebecca Asensio. James Francis Pross. Allison Michelle Breach. Michael Emma. Dara Ann LeMay. Raymond Rigo, Jr. Kathleen Izzo. James R. Corbett III. Jessica E. Briggs. Theodore W. Tetlow. Carolyn A. Sylvester. Alan Harold Haggerty. Jennifer Lynn Van Vliet. Bob Lawler. Patricia Van Etten. Paul Michael Ulrich.
Douglas Vincent Dolphy. Catherine Ann Borsis. Peter Howard Tamillo. Kay Nicole Novello. Justin A. Murphy. Please hold. Carrie Del Crisano. Adam L. Leisure. Alexandra A. Ironell. Gerald Edward Fleck, Jr. Patricia Marie Salemi. Timothy Joseph Glennon. Jessica Banker. David Christopher Dolan. April Cressy Gonzalez. Ernest R. Conklin. Tammy Jo Farrell. Christopher Schaefer Gomez. Victoria Nicole Kaus-Burse. Donald J. Dipple. Alicia Charles Piscati. Steve Matthew Guida.
Melissa May Russell. William Cheek. Kathleen Michael McNamara. Patrick William Rawson. Jamie Victoria Sylvia. Noah Klimas. Farah Lena Fawcett. Donald J. Schauber. Lori Ann Swanson. David Rudolph Bierwas. Heather Ray Coliff. Michael G. Roeder. Elizabeth Christine Lane. Kevin Scott Torpy. Jennifer Lee Heater. Kevin P. Cassimore. Christy Sajak. Stephen Paul Lenz. Margaret Mary Gouvenard. Kevin Andrew Medicata. Chrysula Ray Tesopoulos.
Michelle Lynn Russell. Matthew Brennan Millett. Angie Marie Ween. James Joseph Bennett. Teresa Leary Kabarchin. David Charles Norman Healy. Alicia Marie Bromley. Brandon Arthur Schneider. Jacqueline Meehan. David Michael Dreyfus. Jennifer Tina Lesko, Derek Michael Ludwig, Cheryl Sarah Merkel, Thomas R. Latrenta, Rebecca Joan Vanderhyde, Christopher Scott Stratton, Crystal Eve Dominich, Jason Paul Havens, Christy Pollard, John William Van Danscoten, Leanne May Hall. What?
Christopher Trevor Unangst, Jamie Beth Johnson, Michael Paul Nebo, Deborah Shannon Yaskovic, Kurt H. Keller, Elizabeth Ann Barrett, Kevin Onkama, Christina Lee Farber, Jeffrey E. Buckles, Christina Elizabeth Martin, Gregory Stephen Field, Kimberly Lynn Warwick, Michael K. Apgar, Monique Nicole Marion, Christopher Reed Bath, Shannon Lee Jennings, William Jack Whalen, Tracy Lynn Bugan, Michael Joseph Edgington, Carrie Lynn Schmidtauer, Brian Matthew Mahaffey,
Eddie Krakowski Jr., Shelley Ann McCaffrey, Bradley Charles Case, Juliet Keeler, Mark F. Lockburner, Jamie Lee Prout, Craig Allen Bristowski, Elizabeth Ann Nuneman, John J. McDonald, Megan L. Andrew, Brian P. Nelson, Elizabeth Michelle Demarest, Brian Walter McKenna, Kristen Lee Pallas, Nicholas B. Muccio, Cynthia Lynn Chrissy, Kevin News, Danielle Marie Haggerty, Jason R. Faber, Sabrina Sue Fenwick, Christopher Douglas Dexter.
Anita Teresa Nowicki, Melissa Hope McNellis, Jennifer Ann Sandberg, Kimberly Joy Smith, Jennifer Elaine Porter, Jennifer Margaret Seidow, Susan Beth DeYoung, Lisa Alice Anderson, Sarah Elizabeth Snook, Julia C. Reininger, Joanne Teresa Rogers, Rebecca Caffrey, Elaine Jo Manzik, Michelle Marie Vogel, Aaron Elise Hengler, Sarah Ellen Dykstra, Corey Jennings, Dana Marie Gilnett. Roger DeGraw. Elizabeth Caroline Pomeroy.
Christine Louise Ackerman. Melanie Joan Snook. Tara Lynn Pierce. Christina Lynn Dalrymple. Corinne Lynn Sanders. Nicole Suzanne Bell. Stephanie Ann Howe. Melissa Ann Curran. Tara Ann Holland. Jennifer Ann Bush. Heather Ann Jennett. Terry Lynn Outer. Kristen Marie Creighton. Nancy Lynn Von Ton. Carla Elisa Robinson. Leah Ann Swanson. Kirsten Amy Sabizma. James L. Groves. Melissa Rose Birnbaum. Matthew Ryan Sweeney. Rebecca Ann Nick.
You bet.